Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Katesbookdate. I'm an author. I write fantasy and romance. All of my links are down below. I have 12 books out currently, and I'm just jumping in here because, as per usual, I just started vlogging and kind of forgot to do any kind of intro. So hi, welcome back to the vlog. This one actually ran for like quite a long time, and I think it's gonna be a long one. So grab a snack or something, come hang out. New house, new vlog. Let's just jump straight into it. We are heading back to the old apartment to finish cleaning the place up. I need to get all my cleaning supplies and stuff out of there. Depending on how hot it is, I might walk to the nearby smoothie place while I'm there. I have already gone and done some of the cleaning, like 2 hours worth. So I don't know how long this is gonna take me. Here it is. Crazy. Actually, I feel like it looks smaller without my stuff in it. Crazy. I've now been here for about an hour. As you can see, I am in the middle of cleaning the inside of the refrigerator, which was honestly the part I was the most dreading. We've already wiped down the inside of all of the cabinets, of which there are many. Did some dusting, cleaned the toilet. Luckily, I already used the carpet cleaner last time I was here. I did vacuum, but I'm kind of waiting until I'm done with everything else to vacuum again. Next, we're gonna move on to the bathroom, scrubbing the tub and everything, but it's only gonna get hotter the later it gets, so I'm gonna take a break now and go get my smoothie. It has been 4.5 hours. I got here at like 10:15, it's now 2:45. I'm trying to find something to prop you on. This is what I'm working with and it's not quite tall enough. I'm packing out to leave. All I have left to do is mop the entryway, which I'm gonna do as I'm leaving. So I paused to kind of take a look around and get a little emotional. I've been here for 3.5 years and I was a completely different person when I first moved here. I have 12 books out currently. 6 of them I wrote and published here. Half of my books came out of this apartment. This was the perfect apartment. This was exactly what I was looking for 3 years ago. My experience here, I had like a vision in my head and it has not gone at all that way the last 3 years, but I think for the better. I think I'll keep this clip pretty short because it's like super echoey in here. I don't know if you can hear that. We're on to literally bigger and better things. I guess I'm gonna sit here for a little bit and feel really grateful for this place and my time here. I'm gonna get a little choked up. This place served me well. It's time to move on, and I'm hoping the new place serves me just as well, maybe in different ways. I guess we'll see. Hi, me again. Hope you don't mind a brief little break in the vlog for me to tell you about today's sponsor, Dossier. Dossier is a fragrance company that I have been incorporating into my writing life for the past several years. I pair one of their perfumes with each of my writing projects and I always wear it when I'm working on the book. So, little spoiler for the rest of the vlog, we are officially back on my woody basil kick because we are back to working on Cam's book, and this is the scent of that book. Dossier makes fragrances that are inspired by luxury scents but at a much more affordable price point, and then they also have their Dossier Originals line and their new Icon line as well. They're clean, cruelty-free, vegan, all of the things that I love in a company, and I have loved every single one of the scents of theirs that I have tried out legitimately. They've been my everyday perfume for like 3 or 4 years now. I'll have them linked down below in the description if you want to try them out. Can't recommend them enough. And without further ado, back to the rest of the vlog. Hello! Welcome to my office. This will probably become a new regular angle, just hopefully we'll get the background looking a little different. Went and dropped off my keys and my parking pass and everything yesterday. I am officially washed my hands of the apartment. We're all done. I have been unpacking, an unpacking marathon ever since we moved in, little by little, because I don't know where things go yet. I don't have the furniture to put things in yet, so there's only so much I can do. So let me show the office currently. I got rid of all of the boxes in here. Unloaded the last bit of them yesterday. Here's my pile of books that I don't have anywhere to put them. Here's my pile of books that I don't have anywhere to put them, but these are my inventory. I originally had them on this shelf, but with the carpet, it looked like it was gonna tip over. Like I need to secure it to the wall or something. It was getting scary. So they're on the ground currently, but I needed to get a feel for what inventory I had because I have a couple of events coming up and such. So it was all of the like miscellaneous stuff that I had stuffed into the boxes. I still have these few things over here, but what I've been working on is the bookshelf situation. If you watched the previous video, I've been talking about I want to get this entire wall covered in floor to ceiling bookshelves. Hello, Mr. D. And so I have a couple of shipments coming to me currently, very large waves of inventory, so it's about to get really messy in here. So I guess I was feeling some kind of impatience, like I need somewhere to put all of these books that are coming. So I was looking at bookshelves and I found something that I really thought might work. They're these shelves. I'll just put a picture from Wayfair that are, I don't know by the time you're watching this if they're still on sale, but right now they're 71% off, $200 instead of $700. I would need 4 to line this wall, but they're not tall enough. There would be over 2 feet of space at the top. So I was toying with the idea of like, can I build something on top to get them all the way up to the ceiling? I've pumped the brakes. I don't think it's gonna work. I'm going back to my original thing of thinking I need like custom built-in stuff. This was attractive to me because this was obviously gonna be a lot cheaper than doing that. But I have come to the conclusion, so I have moved around a lot in my life, probably at least 10 times, the most of which being in college, moving in and out every year. But my point is, I've never really stayed in one place for very long when I was furnishing it myself. So I feel like I've never invested in really like high quality things because I knew I wasn't gonna stay someplace for very long and I knew things weren't really gonna last. But this place is different and I really ideally would like to get high quality things here. Obviously the flip side of that being that's gonna be a lot more expensive, and also just in the times we're in I feel like it's even harder to find. Like you buy clothes and it's all plastic, you can't even get like 100% cotton stuff anymore. Like it's so hard to find things that are like actually made out of quality materials. So these would have been like manufactured wood. Like I really would like to get some high quality furniture that's not like unreasonably priced, especially because my ideal would be to have a rolling ladder in the bookshelf, and obviously if you're doing something cheap like this that's not going to be smart or an option to put your full weight on that. So anyway, I'm caught between like, I really just want a solution relatively quickly. I want to get my books off the floor. I want to have shelves to put things on before all of this new inventory gets here, but then also like I want something that's going to last and something that's going to be good quality and reliable. So I'm currently just frustrated at living in a state of not having this place furnished. So I'm just trying to, I'm not patient by nature. It's one of my fatal flaws. I'm a very impatient person. So this process is going to be trying for me because there's so much to do and all of it's going to require patience. So it's going to take a long time for this to come together when ideally I would like it to just be done. So we're trying to reframe, like think of this as something fun to get to experience all of this. I don't know, that's where we're at. I haven't had much to update you on. I've literally just been unpacking. The good news is I've unpacked most of my bedroom, even though that whole bathroom closet situation isn't going to stay. It's here for now. Don't know how long it's going to take me to finally get that done, so I just unpacked and put everything in there the way it is right now. Unpacked all of my kitchen, so that's done. So that's 2 floors at least. This one I've been working on, obviously. Oh, I showed you the books. I didn't even show you the puzzles. So I had these gigantic boxes of leftover puzzles from my Kickstarter. And this built-in didn't really think I was going to have any use for it. Look at this. All of them, all of those boxes of puzzles fit in this one cabinet. Amazing. I'm going to book harvest like the first, I think, week of October. So I had planned most of that. Like I had already had my hotel booked and everything, hadn't ordered my inventory yet, and I needed to ship that to them and have it get there by, I think, September 15th. So I ordered all of that yesterday or the day before that. Booked my flight finally. So we're all set for that. And on the event front, I'm going back and forth on whether or not I want to attend Romancing the Villain here in Portland. It's in September. So I'm hesitant because it would be like 2 events back to back, but it's local, so it would be a lot easier. And by then I'll have my shipment in of all my nice new editions, so it would be nice to sell some of these. But when I look online, I've just been having a hard time gauging like how the event is gonna go, because I did Romance in the Pacific Northwest in June, which was an event here, and I have a whole video up on Patreon about my experience with it. It wasn't a bad experience, but it wasn't a great experience. And so it made me wary of like just jumping into any event without knowing how much has gone into it, how well organized it is, how many tickets they've sold. And this one, that's what's giving me pause. I can't tell how well it's organized, how many tickets have been sold. I've heard really good things about this company from their Kansas City event, but that's non-transferable here because similarly with the Romance in the Pacific Northwest, they had done events in Arizona before that went well, and then I felt like they didn't, I don't want to speak badly about them. I felt like it wasn't as well run here in Portland as other things I had witnessed and other things I had experienced. So anyway, I'm trying to decide if last minute I want to slide in and go to that event, because I mean, worst comes to worst, I know I could make my money back. The table fee is pretty expensive. It's like $250. So really my only expenses would be that, and then probably like valet parking, because I would be doing this event myself and I wouldn't have any help. So I'd be out like $300. I could make that back pretty easily. So then really I guess the only risk there is just like time investment. I don't know. Haven't been writing during this entire moving process, but I did pull up my book yesterday. I'm like itching to get back into it. It's just so hard to like clear my mind enough to work on that when I'm surrounded by chaos. And now it's been so long, I've taken a break from it so long, I feel like I need to go back to the beginning and read through everything that I have and read through all my notes and like refamiliarize myself with it. And I'm hesitant to do that right before I leave for a trip, right before before I'm gonna get back out of it again, you know? Every single one of my routines has been disrupted, so now I'm just like discombobulated and I'm trying to form new routines. I'm wondering how the sound quality is currently. I get a lot of comments, not a lot, but every once in a while complaining about my audio quality on my videos. This camera that I'm using now is my vlog camera, and it does not have the capability to attach a microphone to it. My big camera, I do have an external microphone on. So when I'm vlogging, honestly, it's just like you get what you get. But when I was up 20 floors in that high rise, the sounds, like it was just really loud up there and I just had a hard time. So now that we're not in that environment, I wonder if the background noise is as bad now. Let me know. I don't think there were any questions on the previous vlog to answer. If you have a question that you want answered in the next one, feel free to drop it in the comments. And yeah, if you have any experience with everything I've been talking about with like the renovations and the furniture, if you have any recommendations for me, I'm all ears. We have a contractor we're trying to like set things up with, but our track record with like reliability with contractors isn't the best. Did you bring me your string? Where did you even find that? Did you want to play? He's so cute. He's like a dog. He fetches his toys and brings them to me. Both of the cats seem to really like this floor. They feel like more comfortable here. I don't know. They both really like the office. Yeah, let go. Where are you going? It is the first of the month, which means it's the day I update all my spreadsheets. I'm gonna be going through gathering all of the book sale data and updating those in the spreadsheets. We're doing it from bed. We have a Maxine look and Mr. Dana in his tree. We're back in the office. I'm gonna try and get some writing done. We're gonna head back upstairs, get some more drinks, and lock in for bed. Because I haven't worked on this in weeks, I actually don't even remember the last time I worked on this. My goals are not very lofty. I'm mainly just hoping to get back into it. I have no good like high place to set you in the kitchen anymore. Even just adding like 500 words today would be a win. Back down the 8 million stairs we go. So the scene that I'm going to try to write, I've been stuck on for a while. I didn't just stop working on this because I was moving and I was busy. I was also stuck. But I got an idea that I think will help me. So yeah, we're just going to try and get 500 words today. We're at about 35K. I've had to put brackets and skip things, so there's definitely more to be added later. But I really just want to get a complete draft and get to the end. So we're about to get to a bunch of really big moments. We're kind of around like the midpoint. So we're about to get to some very exciting like action-y scenes. It's all of these like smaller transition things right before the big scenes that I get stuck on, not because I don't know what's happening. Maybe I'm overthinking it, maybe I'm overcomplicating it, but I always try to come up with a way to make it more interesting. I have a fear of things being boring. So it's always like, here's on the surface what needs to happen in this scene. What could go wrong? What could add additional layers to this? What could make this more interesting to the reader, you know? So I'm kind of in one of those scenes where I could just do the basic bare bones, this is what's happening, but I've been kind of stuck brainstorming how can I add more layers to this scene to make it more interesting.
To settle down, day nights and late nights don't get around.
It's Sunday. We are back in the office because I just got a TikTok shop order, which was a surprise to me. I had put my account on like holiday while I was moving and I didn't realize what day I had set the end to, and then that had passed. So I didn't realize we were back open for business, but we are. So they got a copy. I already wrapped her up. But they got one of these, one of my favorite covers that is underappreciated. Thank you. But then I had to make this mess to find my packing stuff and dig out my printer because it was at the bottom of this box under all of this. So we're gonna get the shipping label printed off. Also had to go down to the dungeon, aka the storage room, to even get the bubble mailer, and I actually think this is my last one. So I need to get some more. I have lots of boxes, but I'm out of the like single book shipment options. It is a Sunday, so obviously I can't ship it off today. I need to figure out a new shipping process as well. I'm a little bit spoiled. In my apartment building, I had a concierge, and so I could literally just go down to the lobby, hand it to them, and be like, this is outgoing mail, and they would ship it for me. So my process for the last 3.5 years of me shipping things myself has been packing them up, taking them downstairs, and then it was just taken care of for me. So now I have to go back to what I was doing before, potentially, like actually taking it to the post office. You can do pickups, you can schedule for the post office to pick it up, but the problem is it has to be a certain piece of qualifying mail. And I usually ship my books with media mail because that's the cheapest for books, and media mail is not qualifying. So you can't schedule a pickup with media mail unless you have another piece of mail that's different kind, like Ground Advantage or international. So when I have a big set of packages, like I will when I get my special editions here, at least one of them ends up being qualifying, so then I can schedule a pickup. But when it's just like 1 or 2 at a time, unless I want to pay for more shipping, can't get it picked up. I also used to be within like walking distance of the post office. Now it's like 2.5 miles, so that's not as convenient. So we gotta figure this out. I'm gonna pull up. The thing is, media mail is usually the cheapest unless the person's address is like close enough to me. Then sometimes Ground Advantage ends up being cheaper than media mail. So we're gonna pull up this order and see if we could get away with doing Ground Advantage instead. This is all stuff you probably don't care about, but that's what's happening. Unfortunately, media mail seems to be the way to go on this one. So I'll probably end up driving it over there tomorrow, and I'll just lump it together with other things I need to do. Go out and run some errands. We also have a very helpful assistant today. Very helpful. Getting a little writing done. Dean has his emergency string just in case anybody thought maybe they wanted to play. Just in case. And funnily enough, I wrote almost exactly how much I wrote yesterday. Okay, I wrote a little bit more. Slow and steady, okay? Slow and steady. Hello, Maxine. I missed your day. It is much later, but we ended up getting over 1,000 words today. Can't recommend just adding a little bit at a time throughout the day. Enough. Happy Monday. Started the day with a little walk. It is like a straight incline up here to get back up to my house, and you can see my heart rate spike as I was struggling to climb that hill. No matter how many times I've done it, it doesn't get easier. The whole route ended up being really hilly. Now I am sufficiently sweaty. So there is a post office closer to me than the old one I used to go to, like 1.5 miles, and it's not too hot today. What I used to do pre-concierge was if it was just 1 or 2 packages and it wasn't gonna be heavy, I would just walk it to the post office. Bigger batches I would drive. So it was just one today, so I decided to walk it. And then on the way back, I lived in that apartment for 3.5 years. Like, I knew that area like the back of my hand. Like, I knew an entire at least mile radius around me, every single building, like everything there was. Now in this new neighborhood, I don't know anything. I don't know what's around me. I don't know where anything is. I don't have any new regular places yet. So I am testing and trying new places. Tried a new coffee shop on the way back. It was really cute. It had great seating. I could easily go work there. Great find. Also tried a new sushi place the other night. How have I lived here for almost 4 years and never tried that one? It was my new favorite. It was delicious. I was worried about the walkability of this place compared to my apartment. My apartment was in the center of downtown. Absolutely anything I could possibly want was within a 5-minute walk. I am pleasantly surprised by how walkable it still is here, apart from having to go down the really sharp hill and then up the really sharp hill at the end. So it takes a little extra motivation for me to go out and walk instead of driving, because I know I have to wear, I don't think I could do that walk in anything but my like good tennis shoes, my running shoes. Like, it's when I can't even describe to you the incline. Like, I don't think I could do that in any other shoe. And I always go in like workout clothes because I end up really breaking a sweat on the way up. So it's not practical in a lot of cases, but we're making it work. I actually wrote a little bit before I left. I've written like 200 words so far. So we're in the office, gonna work on that. And I don't really have any other plans for today. We'll see how it goes. If he thinks I'm not paying attention when he brings one string he'll bring another and another. We have once ended up with 5 strings piled beside me. I don't know where the other ones are. They're probably still packed up, which is why he stopped at 2 today. I'm sorry. You're so quiet. I didn't even know you were down there. So neglected. So it's now almost noon. I think I'm gonna try and get something filmed for Patreon today. And yeah, we'll just go from there. Tomorrow's trash day, so I'm gonna go around and collect all the trash, and I'm just kind of itching to clean. So honestly, the rest of today might just be like cleaning, unpacking, decluttering, all of that kind of stuff. I think I don't remember how much I've written. It's under 500 words. I'd like to get to 500 by the end of today. I'd also like to finish this vlog today. That's the plan. That was doing well over here. It doesn't perform over here. It has hit 1 million or 2 million views at least 6 times for me. It's a scary risk to take. And I'm actually kind of thinking of prioritizing sneak peek at future things. I was shocked. I was like, are you kidding me? Video filmed for the writers for Patreon. That took me about half an hour. Now I have no idea what I want to do. Now, honestly, I kind of just want to sit here and edit. So I think I'm going to end the vlog here so I can edit it, get it up and everything. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Hope you guys are all doing well. If you have any questions you want answered in the next vlog, feel free to drop them in the comments. Also, the pre-order for the deluxe hardcover omnibus is closing on August 13th. That is this guy here. Don't mind this. This will also be foil. They also sent me an updated image of this, and it looks like the edges are going to be even more vibrant than this. So if you want one of these, you have from today about a week left to pre-order. I'm ordering them in bulk, so I will have copies after that, but currently if you pre-order you save $10. After the 13th the price will go up to full price. So if you want to save some money, now's the time to do it. Available in the US, and I'm also offering international shipping on a case-by-case basis. So if your country is not enabled on my site, feel free to reach out to me and I can get you a quote. And if you're interested, I will add you to my site. It varies so significantly country by country that that's just the way I'm choosing to do it. A couple of countries in Europe and the UK are currently enabled on my website. I'll have the link down below. That's gonna be it for this vlog. I hope you guys are all doing well. See you in the next one very, very soon. Bye. No.